Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the Arcane Design Abyss. So let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Israel, I'm the founder of Arcane Design, and today I am so excited to show you the latest product and design from Arcane Design, the Abyss. Before we get started, please go like and subscribe to this channel so that we can get more product reviews, more information out to the public about Arcane Design. It greatly helps the channel, it greatly helps the brand, and you guys are awesome and have consistently been awesome. So I wanted to say thank you on that. Like I stated, today we're talking about the Abyss. The Abyss is a 3.5-inch buoy blade that is quickly becoming the most anticipated product that Arcane Design has put out to date. So I'm very excited to give a breakdown on this. Today we're gonna go to the table, we're gonna do a full video breakdown of the knife, give you all the specs and dimensions, basically let you know what you can expect. We're gonna be talking about finishes. We're gonna be talking about the design language and the inspiration that it came from. And then towards the end of the video, we're gonna be answering all your questions with regards to when the pre-order opens, how can you get your own Abyss? And we'll go through all that information. So really excited. Let's jump into it, okay? Okay, now that we're at the table, let's take an in-depth look at the Abyss. As you can see here, we have a number of different finishes, but we'll go through that later. Let me remove a couple of these so we can check out the size and spec and dimensions on one in particular. So the Abyss is a 3.5-inch Bowie style blade, as stated earlier. It's made of M390 steel, which is an awesome super steel. And on the back here, we have 6L4V titanium handles coming in at 4.5 inches to create an 8-inch overall package on this knife. As you can tell here, the blade is pretty tall, robust, and substantial. I wanted to make something that was very aggressive and very usable. This is a Bowie style blade, but it actually has a second different type of blade style, which is this beautiful Japanese tanto, as you can see on the edge. This blade also sports a compound grind, so as you can see here, we have this beautiful hollow grind that comes up very tall to make this a really awesome slicer. But then there's a flat right here to provide enough substance here on the tip to ensure that the knife is really robust and usable. The thickness of the blade is 4 millimeters, and the thickness of the handle is 0.5 inches, so a half an inch. The back spacer and the clip are 6L4V titanium as well. The pivot collars are titanium, and they're sporting this awesome, really blue, almost bronzish hue to it, but titanium pivot collars. This has a primary finger choil for that first index finger. It sits really, really comfortable, and your thumb lands perfectly on this really nice, usable, but aggressive jimping here at the top. Let's kind of go into the deployment. So this knife is running on bearings. They're caged ceramic bearings, and they have an awesome lock bar detent here, a steel lock bar insert here, and a ceramic detent ball there to make the deployment really, really crisp. So if you take a look, this knife is designed as a flipper. The flipper tab is a little bit smaller, but because of the curvature of the handle right here, it gives you enough meat and enough purchase in order to deploy this knife with ease and no issue. As you can tell on this blade, we have this really cool shadow box fuller that you can see here. And not only is that for aesthetics, but I designed that so that you can actually finger flick it out on the back side or on either side, whichever one that you use. And so I'm really excited that this knife has somewhat two different deployment methods, even though one is kind of the primary, which is that flipper. But I just kind of wanted to give it a little bit of diversification with that. It's really, really comfortable in hand. I'm really excited to kind of bring this knife to life. Let's talk about the different finish options that we have. Oh, and sorry, and by the way, this knife is coming in at 4.8 ounces. Really, really nice weight. The balance on this knife is perfect with that first index finger, and so you're gonna feel, it's gonna feel right at home in this grip. Really, really excited about that. Okay, so as far as finishes, we have this beautiful M390 satin blade coming in on this beautiful black PVD coated handle. We're also going to be offering the M390 satin belt satin blade with this gray stonewash handle right here. No, it's not focusing. There you go, gray stonewash handle. So black PVD handle and gray stonewash handle for the belt satin finish. We are going to be offering this awesome worker finish, which is just a really, really killer dark stonewash, almost acid wash blade. The contrast of the black handle really is really cool. This is kind of the no nonsense, like workhorse finish of this knife. So if you're somebody who really likes to beat up and use their knives, this is the finish for you. It sports this beautiful stonewash / acid wash look to it that is going to hide wear marks incredibly well. So it's going to come with this black handle as well, or it's also going to come in this configuration of the dark gray stonewash knife and the dark gray stonewash handle for a more muted look. Again, a no nonsense kind of variant. We have that one. So that's 4 versions represented there. The 5th version is going to be the one that has the most contrast. So if you take a look here on the actual knife, it's this beautiful black PVD coating and with a belt satin flats to kind of really pop the different, I guess, the shape of that shadow box fuller. And then it's going to be sporting this really nice heavy stone washed handle. And then the 6th option is going to be an all black, oh, come on, where are you? There you are. An all black version of the Abyss. Very tactical, very, you know, again, a no nonsense kind of knife, but it just has this really aggressive, mean look to it. So I'm very excited about this knife in these different configurations. There are going to be other configurations like damaged steel and different type of options and stuff that you can choose, but for the most part, when it comes to the M390 blades, the starting pre-order price is going to be $350. And again, we'll talk about the pre-order at the end. All of the Abyss models are going to be coming with this blue pivot collar, like I stated before. They're going to be coming with a black backspacer and a black clip, regardless if you chose this version. So it'll look virtually like this. Let's kind of talk about the changes that are going to be happening with the knife. So as you all know, these are prototypes, and the production knives are going to have a little bit updates, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew so you know what to expect with those updates. Very small, very minor for the most part. So let's kind of dive into it. Number 1, the thing that is going to be changing is the hardware. So this hardware is kind of this bronzish color. It's going to be black PVD coated hardware, so it's going to be a more cohesive look to match the handles, to match the overall black look, black, gray, blue look. So these aren't going to be that color. Again, I think it's going to be a lot cleaner as far as visuals are concerned. The next thing we're going to be changing is the pocket clip. So the pocket clip is really comfortable, it's functional, it works great. However, all of my other knives kind of have a different, more rounded look to them. And so we're going to be rounding the pocket clip out a little so these angles aren't as sharp right here. They're not actually like touching sharp, but they are like visually, we think that the clip can look a little bit better with the right type of curvature to it. The third thing that's going to be changing is going to be the actual dimension of the knife right here. So this is 0.5 inches, like I already stated. I'm going to add a millimeter to that, which most people can't even tell what a millimeter really is as far as thickness on here, so it's not going to change dramatically at all. But I do want it to be as comfortable as possible, and one way that you can do that is by thickening out the handle to ensure that the grip feels really nice within this dimension right here. So that's going to be one thing. Again, visually, nobody will even tell the difference, but it's one of those kind of minor details that I want to make sure is comfortable for everybody type. And then lastly, as far as like actual dimension wise, I have a I have a medium to medium large hand, and the knife fits really well. And this corner, I don't even interact with this corner. However, when I put this knife in the hands of people who have larger hands, they said they could feel this just a little and could be rounded out a little more. So obviously we're going to round that out a little more, make sure that it's absolutely comfortable for everybody's hands so that your hand just sits in, locks in, and is ready to do work and be comfortable all day. And then just a minor thing, the manufacturer making the prototypes accidentally put the ARCANE Design logo right here on the back. It is supposed to be on the back spacer, but it's actually going to be on the inside. So the handle is going to be sterile when the blade has the ARCANE Design logo on this side, the Abyss logo on this side. It's going to say M390, and then it's also going to be numbered, a numbered series. So yeah, those are the kind of changes that you can expect with the knives. Really excited for how these turned out, and really excited to tell you more about the pre-order. So yeah, let's kind of dive into that information. Awesome, now that we've taken a thorough look at the Abyss, let's talk about the pre-order and how you can get your very own. So I'm so excited to announce that this Thursday, October 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we'll be launching the pre-order for the Abyss on arcanedesign.co. Very excited. We are going to be offering all of the options that we talked about. And then additionally, we're going to be offering the Damasteel version of the knife. We are going to be offering different pivot collar colors and variations that you can get. So we're going to be offering a red aluminum, we're going to be offering a black pivot collar, and then a dark gray stonewash pivot collar. And then as you all know, we offer these Zircuti pivot collars and clip options as well. It's going to be a ton of fun. This knife is one that I'm deeply proud of, and so I'm excited to put it in the hands of everybody. We're going to be offering a pay half now, pay half later option for people who want to split up the actual cost of the knife from now until the pre-order knives actually come in. And there'll be more information on the website, on the actual product page. It's going to be launching as well. So again, this Thursday, October 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can go in on arcanedesign.co and secure your very own Abyss. I look forward to seeing you all there. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'd be more than happy to answer anything, and we'll go from there. I hope you guys have a great, blessed day, and we'll talk to you later, okay?